Hello, my fellow mistakes. Hiccup here at your service. For those who are new, I'm also at your service as well. So I was trying to put back together a guitar that would hopefully work, but it did not work. So as I started taking it apart, I thought, well, instead of putting it together, why don't we take it apart and salvage the parts? I only bought this guitar for like 15 bucks, and it really kind of does suck. It has a nice candy apple red finish. So I do apologize if you see the mess. I'm pretty sure you might. And I'm doing this like right in the middle of it, but you will get the whole idea. These are the tuners, of course, or tuning pegs. They went right here. Right through here. These are ones that I had previously from another guitar because the other ones did not. Well, they were broken. So, and I knew the condition of the guitar anyways. So, right here is the output jack. Right here is where you plug the guitar to the amp. This is the volume and tone. The pickup. Now, there were two screws here that would, originally, lower and raise the pickup with springs. I might as well show off the parts as well. What is worth salvaging? The saddles of the guitar. The saddle plate. Now, these little saddle here were held in by springs. I'm going to show, and screws. So, this is one of the screws, all right? Phillips or flathead can be used. I don't know how well you can see. So, this right here went right in like so. The spring went on like that, and the saddle, upside down. The saddle, there we go, screwed in like that, and thus, let me just try to get in a little bit, like so. This is just a little example, and the string went through the bottom, up and over. So, what we see here is where the plate went. The bridge plate was held in by screws. The saddles actually have, and these are actually really salvageable, so even if they're a little rusty, they can be cleaned off, or, luckily I did buy a couple new parts for this. Didn't cost me that much, so let's see if I can get this off, though. This right here are the things you would adjust the saddles. Raise it and higher it, raise it and lower it. Well, this actually more controlled the intonation. So, back to where I left off before I decided to go up this. So, hold on to your headphones, folks. We're gonna unscrew things. Which, luckily, half, if not most of the stuff can be salvaged. The back plate and the screws, of course, definitely can be salvaged. These came off another guitar of mine, like I said. And let's take this off. Now, the nut is kind of iffy. This plastic thing right here, as you might be able to see, I don't know how well, this chip right there is rather iffy. Now, I think I can use it. I can make it work. What I'd have to do, though, is very carefully tap it out, which I will save that part for last. One thing at a time. So, again, I apologize for the mess on the table, if you see it or how well you see it. So, what do you say we get back to... Right. Hold on your headphones again, folks. Now, the screws most definitely can be used on other guitars and things of such. especially with comes to wash, as I end up dropping them and losing them, and they go into another dimension. Oh, the dimension where the guitar picks go, which I don't know what dimension that is. So, like I said, what do you say we take the back plate? Oh, not back plate, but by the way, this is usually Stratocaster guitars or Stratocaster style. Hold on, got one. We'll have a back plate, and the strings will come through the body. This one does not. So, what do you say? Like New Year's, huh? 3, 2, 1. Bingo. All right, so these right here, those were the springs to control the pickup height. And as you can see, the pickup, let's see if I can take this off to show you. This has, I'm going to see if I can get this taken apart so I can show you the inside of the pickup. You see, this right here is the pickup cover. And this is actually taped. Now, I have seen this underneath before, you know, so, oh man, it kind of smells underneath there, though. So, this is kind of taped up, so let's see if we can, no, I'm not going to mess with that, really. So, the red wire connects to this right here. Actually, hold on. This little wire right here, go behind the back plate. That's the grounding wire. So let's pull that out. And here we can see what is known as the pot for the guitar. Now I know this is still usable and works really good. So that is salvageable. Now, see, the pickup is not welded, but is soldered to the pot, and the pot, both that go, the red wire goes to the output jack, as well as the other part. Now, like I said, this right here, it is a grounding wire. So, all this still works. So all that can be salvaged, and I will unsolder that later. So, like I said, now this isn't exactly the. What do you say we Now, one thing I'm definitely looking forward to, in that new freaking camera I'm getting, is going to be able to see the routing. All right, you know, the small hole that goes right here, that goes to there. Now, it has an 8. Excuse me, a little cold, so, see an 8. It's too bad. So, like I said, those are salvageable parts. The cover is salvageable. Savable. So another thing that these are really good, they're not exactly damaged, they're still rather tight, is the part of the, let me just get a better screwdriver for that, which is the things for the strap, the strap buttons. Yeah, these you can definitely use too. And there we go. So, yeah, I hope everybody's New Year was doing good. This is kind of the first video of the New Year, I guess. It is, actually. A little chilly in here. That's why I'm sniffling. Alright, so, you know, I might like to keep this body of the guitar, you know, I mean, it could be a nice little thing that I could, you know, eventually get a new neck, and, you know, one with a truss rod, Truss rod usually has, sometimes it's up here, sometimes it's over, down at the bottom of the neck. It will adjust the bending of the guitar neck. So, because guitar neck can be altered by weather and everything else. So, alright, so other things that can be salvaged is these metal plates that hold the thing in. So, let's say we do that. First thing is first, I gotta find my hammer right here. Whoop. So, I think we can put that up for a little bit. Put that on here. So what I'm gonna do is, now I don't exactly have clamps, whatever it's called, so I can't exactly do that. So, whoop, son of a bitch. Alright, so let me try to find my flathead, because I think the flathead would be a bit more sufficient for that. Yeah. Now, this neck is not going to be salvageable, though, because of several reasons. One, like I said, it doesn't have a truss rod, and it is bent as hell. I could, if it weren't for the fact that, if I knew what I was doing and I had the proper equipment, I could easily use it. But, and I think part of the problem is the tuning pegs and heads I was using were just like the other ones. They worked, they were full, they weren't broken, but they were extremely shitty. Which, like I said, really, really sucks. Because I would have loved to use this guitar as was. Who knows? I might be able to use this guitar, put some new parts in it, and everything else. It would be nice. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a gigging guitar by any means necessary. But, it'd be something nice to have around the bedroom. Though I personally would love a guitar that has a built-in amp. I did have one, but I sold it to a friend because they liked it. It was good for them to use. They said it was, the neck was small, so like I said, I sold it to them. So, yeah. And it was a kid's type guitar anyways that I traded somebody a broken guitar for, which they knew the guitar was broken, so that's why we made the trade. Now that guitar does work, or did. Still does. But I kind of regret selling it. But I'm happy though at the same time, Gave my friend a chance who has small fingers and small hands, a little bit better of something to try. Alright. There we go. Okay. And the things I just took out are string trees. They can be reused. They're not bent. They're pretty good condition. Might need to get new the screws for them, but that's fine. This can be that can happen. That can easily be done. Who knows? I might even. Oh no! The thing is, I don't think I can use this neck because of the fact that the strings have been off it for far too long, and I really don't exactly have the proper, like I said, tools or utensils. Now, the nut. Like I said, the nut is usable. Not the best nut there is, but at least it's usable. So, I gotta try to be really careful when I do this. Alright, so I gotta hold it tight somehow. And I'm gonna try to, like I said, do this as carefully as possible. Now, I wouldn't be doing this on any other person's guitar. Let's see. See? Well, unless their nut was broken and I was putting one in. Yeah, that's the only time I would do that. So, let's get some needlepoint pliers, shall we? Just to try to... You know, what I like to try to do is go between the, string things. The string slots. And what I'm going to do... I mean, the nut's in there pretty good, so at least it had a... as much as there's a little bit of a... as much as there's a little bit... Oh. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so... Alright, so... What do you say we try to... Might have to do this again. Like, it's going to take a little, thing is about working on guitars. If you don't have patience, then you shouldn't be working on them. I, on the other hand, do have patience. And my patience had run out because I've had this since last summer. Like, June, maybe? And like I said, a lot of it was more of a hurry up and wait. I'll tell you though, this nut is really in there good. Yeah, at least I can say that. Ah, got it. Haha. See? And I didn't break the nut more than it already was. So, yeah, it can be fixed. I'm going to take one of the strings that the nut looks a little damaged, but I think I can manage to fix that. All I need is to find that E string. I don't think this is an E string, but, and kind of just, actually I do have, not a filing system, files. Now, I do actually would like to recommend you guys, everybody, get at least a nice little guitar tool set. Because it helps out when changing strings out. It usually, mind you, they're always going to come with exceptions. They usually would come with, what is it called? A string winder, string cutter, sometimes a combination. Some of them come with a, no, that's not going to work. Sometimes they will come, I gotta find a really, really, really thin one for that one. Sometimes they will come, no, more than, I'm going to just say the usual comes with. So it usually comes with wire cutters, a string winder, a case, usually. It will come with, sometimes it'll come with file systems. It'll usually come with a Phillips and or flathead. This one actually is both, like that. Allen wrenches, hex keys, whatever. Let me see, what else would it usually come with? I just, I can probably put a couple links to a really good starter kit when it comes to working on your guitar, which is when it comes to stringing. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to work very good. But like I said, I'll leave a link in the description to, what is it called? Amazon. For a really, really good, really, really good. Oh, here we go. I can use this little fucking knife that I forgot I had. Just to... Well, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to use this, but at least I'll be able to see if I can use it. I'm pretty sure I can. But I'll find out when I need to find out. But yeah, look, I'll leave a link to a... I'll leave a link on here to a really good... guitar working thing, toolkit, and yeah, so while I clean up and everything else, till next time, stay tuned up and keep it rocking.